Are we overparenting? When the good advice starts hurting families? I know the content is everywhere. What if we are parenting so much that we have forgotten to connect? Because every day the internet keeps telling us how to be perfect parent. They try to tell us be gentle, be mindful, be positive, and yet what we are seeing around is so many homes are still filled with guilt, confusion, and quiet exhaustion. So, are we really listening to our children or to the noise around what is parenting? I think that is something that we need to discuss and talk about. I recently met a mother of two, visibly really tired, and she said, I follow every parenting page. I try gentle parenting, conscious parenting, uh, helicopter parenting, no shouting rule in my house. But what is happening is the more I try, the more I fail. And that is something really very alarming and frustrating for me as a mother. And I was thinking that she also comes from that generation where she has witnessed really very different parenting style in her own life. What her parents used to do, with her as a child is totally different what she's doing with her child right now. And she confessed that she feels scared of being judged, not by the family, the internal family, by her own kids, but by other parents and teachers and the society around her. Her husband also quietly added that we are so focused on doing everything right that we really don't enjoy our children anymore. And their 8-year-old daughter, sitting next to them, looked up and said, Mama, you're always reading about how to be a good mom. I think you already are one. And that silence in the room, believe me, said everything. And today, parenting has really become a performance concern, and a perfection is the new pressure that I believe every parent is witnessing. I'm being part of it. So, what's the science behind modern parenting anxiety and why we go through? Um, Maybe one is that our generation of parents is the most informed and the most anxious. And the constant exposure to parenting advice activates the brain's amygdala, the fear center, especially when advice conflicts with what you are doing. So don't scold, don't praise too much, let them fail, but don't let them cry. Really confusing, right? So this continuous contradictions create cognitive dissonance, a mental tug of war that drains emotional energy. Meanwhile, social comparison on social media releases bursts of dopamine that leads to validation. When we post a good moment, we need the likes, but drops serotonin when we compare ourselves to others. And the result is guilt, self doubt, and the burnout. So, when parents are emotionally overloaded, it has a lot of impact on children. Children can really sense it. They mirror parental stress through a process called emotional contagion, a natural wiring where child's brain copies the parent's mood. So if a home becomes a place of silent guilt and over control, the child's nervous system absorbs that energy. They may not say it, but they feel it. I must make my parents proud. I must be perfect too. So these are the dialogues that they tell themselves again and again. And that's how anxiety travels, not through genes alone, but through the atmosphere. And maybe if you want to see how mirror neurons work, uh, if you're shouting or screaming at your child, believe me, the child won't, smile, or there won't be any calm coming to your child's face. You will see the similar dialogue as per the age group, and the expressions also will look like what you are going through. So that is mirroring the expression. So when parents are emotionally overloaded, it has a lot of impact on children. Children can really sense it. They mirror parental stress through a process called emotional contagion, a natural wiring where child's brain copies the parent's mood. So, if a home becomes a place of silent guilt and over control, the child's nervous system absorbs that energy. They may not say it, but they feel it. I must make my parents proud. I must be perfect too. So these are the dialogues that they tell themselves again and again. And that's how anxiety travels. Not through genes alone, but through the atmosphere. And maybe if you want to see how mirror neurons work, uh, if you're shouting or screaming at your child, believe me, the child won't, smile, or there won't be any calm coming to your child's face. You will see the similar dialogue as per the age group, and the expressions also will look like what you are going through. So that is mirroring the expression. So now what? Rethinking good parenting is important. I think let's pause and redefine what maybe good parenting actually means. It's not about being perfect, it's not about being present, it's not about controlling every outcome, it's about modeling calm in uncertainty. And it's not about following every new trend, it's about knowing your child, their rhythm, their temperament, and their need, because every child is different. The best parenting moments are rarely maybe Instagrammable, and they happen quietly in the car after school, while cutting fruit together, while saying, I don't know what, maybe let's figure it out. It is not necessary that you need to have all the answers of the questions that is being asked by your child. You all can reach to a solution together, figure it out, and come to the solution that you were looking for. It's perfectly okay. Maybe through the lens of developmental psychology, at different stages, children don't need perfect parents, they need secure bases. For example, for infants need responsive touch and predictability because it helps in building attachment. For primary school kids, they need structure and curiosity. It helps in shaping their self confidence. For adolescents, they need autonomy and emotional honesty because it helps in developing their self identity. So, when parents over intervene or constantly instruct, the child's prefrontal cortex does not fully learn independence. But when parents balance support with space, the brain's dopamine system strengthens. It helps in leading to motivation, self-regulation, and resilience levels also grows. So now the point is, what can families do in an age of endless advices that you keep getting? And one such advice, maybe right now you're hearing it out. Filter the information. Try to follow only the trusted sources. Observe your child more than you Google them, because real connection gives better data than the online charts that you see around. Model regulation, not perfection, because if you are tired, say so calmly that right now you're tired, you need space, and that's perfectly okay, because child needs to understand the reality, a reality of being in different roles. Create family downtime, for example, screen free meals, short walks, join cooking sessions maybe, and making that trust bonding spaces for yourself, because that helps in releasing oxytocin and serotonin. Let children fail safely, because recovery builds the brain's resilient circuits better than the constant protection that you keep giving. So safely automatically says that maybe let them try, but you also be available. So if they fail, they know that they have a strong base behind it. So at the end, I would like to say that the world doesn't need a perfect parent. It needs calm, and also the humane aspect should be very, very visible. So the next time you doubt yourself, please remember, your child doesn't want a parenting technique that you follow. They just want you as a person, you with your real self, and things will automatically follow and every parent is different with each child that they have. So there is no perfect parenting style, there is no perfect parent in the world. It all comes with experiences, and you both grow together. With this, hi, I'm Dr. Komal Chawla, and this was your Wellness Mantra.